Hey y'all, little old black eagle here. My little morning meditation spot. There's actually a sailboat out yonder this morning. I don't think y'all can see it because of the glare, but yeah, doesn't appear to be all that windy out there. But I don't know. Go out a mile or two, and I'm guessing that it might be a different story. But I don't know. Looks pretty quiet all the way on the horizon. So, anywho, hope everybody's doing all right. To all my 5 people that watch my videos, hi. Excuse me. Yeah, I spread love and light to everybody, even y'all that don't like little old black eagle. I don't know why. I know. I rub people the wrong way sometimes. I can be a little blunt, so to speak. But, I think I do a pretty good job of reading someone's chat or whatever, excuse me, and I'm able to decipher sort of where they're coming from. But clearly, I have not mastered that. Because I'll say something and people are like, oh, shut up, Black Eagle. You're an asshole. It's like, I really didn't mean it to offend anybody. Oh my God. It's funny, being a Cancer and all, we absorb energy from people, from places like this. This is my charge for the day. And we'll probably seek out another spot or two since I have the day off and grab a beach chair, maybe a book, or maybe my stuff to draw and sketch with. Ultimately, sorry about that. Yeah, it's one of those mornings this fall where you wake up and I still had the air conditioning going. Not a good idea. But anyway, I digress. Ultimately, when I thought, I'd like to do a channel, I felt like, well, I don't know if I could carry alive in regards to, what's going on in YouTube land or the world, whatever. I don't mind going up on someone's panel, but yeah, running that kind of show is not my cup of tea. But what I wanted to do, and if I had a studio space right now other than just, sitting in my car, drawing, writing, doing whatever, I would probably do it to sort of help people to get in touch with whatever creative energy they'd like to get in touch with. And always, and I can guarantee people are like, I'm not creative, I can't do this, or, it's like, well, what have you always wanted to do? Like, what is it? Have you wanted to do photography, paint, sew, work with clay? I mean, I could go on and on and on, right? Stained glass. And then I'd go from there. And basically just sort of, bumblebee, guide people as to, how do you go about it? And it's pretty quite simple. It's about just, so if you want to learn to do whatever, go get a book on it, or, go to a fabric store, or go to an art store. You're going to see the material that you're eventually going to work with, but also, I'm going to talk to people that know what they're doing and say, hey, I've always wanted to try something. Can you, whatever, So, or, like I love going to art walks and shit because I don't just see paintings, I see jewelry, I see, people are pretty creative. And whenever I can, I try to support artists out there that, want to sell their wares, so to speak. But I mean, if that's why you're doing it, like I met this woman and she decided she wanted to take up photography. And I was like, great. And I bumped into her and I said, how's it going? She's like, oh, well, I'm bringing all my photos to stores. And I said, really? I said, how's that going? She's like, well, I'm like, no. How's it going? She's like, well, people aren't buying them. I said, well, that's, you can't, I mean, if you're doing it to make money, then figure out how to do it to make money. If you're doing it, because you just want to get in touch with that creative, artistic part of you, then do it that way. But, and then like the whole soap gate on freaking YouTube. Yeah, I find it a little weird that all of us, that people sort of glob on to something that they were inspired because they looked at some shitty candles on the Rex page or whatever. But then again, having said that, I have seen Science Girl Alicia's candles, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So, and if I could afford one, I would buy one. But for no other reason other than to support her. But Black Eagle doesn't have money for candles right now. And I'm also a huge proponent of supporting your local economy. And so, go to a craft fair, go to an art walk, if they have them these days with the pandemic. It's been a little wonky this past summer, but, people found a way. And, I mean, we got to keep going. So, and I say going in terms of, we've got to find a way to get back to what's normal, and whatever, however that looks for you. For me, it's showing up at events where people are just hoping somebody stops by to see their stuff, or, can pass out a card. So when and if someone does have money, they can still support locally and get some nice whatever, jewelry, painting. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Welcome to the new millennium, right? I think about every generation says, God, it wasn't like this when I was young, which is probably true, unless you lived through a pandemic or a plague or whatever, some sort of either natural or man-made catastrophe. You don't have to go too far back in history to see something quasi-relatable. And yeah. And, the other thing, too, what really sort of gives me food for thought in this day and age and our culture are all these, all these rallies. Black Lives Matter, where's the All Lives Matter rally? In wanting to be recognized, people are alienating themselves and categorizing themselves. It's like, wow, okay, well, and in the meantime, in the midst of a pandemic, you see hundreds and hundreds of people not wearing masks and, trying to antagonize law enforcement. I'll tell you what, the reserve that these guys had on the front lines to not step over and pummel somebody was pretty impressive. To be taunted, ridiculed, these people basically begging them and daring them to harm them so that they could probably make some sort of cause out of it. But again, thank God for the new millennium and everybody recording every fucking thing that they do. Just like with the raid on the Capitol, someone's going to see something. So, but then I look at this tragic story with Gabby Petito, and everybody's got a camera, everybody's got commentary, everybody's got a theory, and it just sort of becomes a quagmire of thoughts and opinions. And there was a judge, I forget what her name was, but she was on, I'm thinking the ex-cop, or maybe it was Duty Ron, somebody in that realm. And, she was very pragmatic. She was very straight up about this is what we can determine with the information that we have, and this is all that we can do. There is the law, unfortunately, and it does pertain to even scumbags who annihilate their girlfriend or their families or whoever the fuck, they decide shouldn't be sharing the planet with us anymore. And, but yeah, she was like, you just can't, just because, feelings aren't facts, basically, is what she's saying. She gets the sentiment, and but that doesn't give her the right to just willy-nilly, prosecute this guy. Not that she would anyway, but, she was sort of trying to come somewhere down the middle. And I thought she did a great job at it also, just for whatever that's worth. Again, what do I know, really? I know that I just got bit by this stupid greenhead fucker. I don't know where y'all live, but up here we get greenheads in Maine. And they're little nasty little fuckers. You don't even realize that they're on you until they bite your ass. But, yeah. Oh, well. Bugs happen. I know, I'm so corny. Can't help it. I was going to say I need social interaction, but, I bought this t-shirt. I ordered it from this company, I forget, but it says basically, I was social distancing before it became mandatory. I was like, right on, I'm buying it. And I did. And I wear it. And people laugh or smile. They get it. And I get it. I get it that, people they just want, all right there. You don't need to be that way about it. As you're in a residential area doing 40 miles an hour, pal. I should get a job down here as like the speed police. Yeah. Or I guess I should be at the head of the let's put speed bumps in campaign. How about that one? Speed bumps matter. But, all right. Well, geez, it is starting to feel like I'm just babbling on here. So, yeah, everybody, I wish you all much love, much light. Take care.